there's a distinction that we make in our work, the difference between a story versus a narrative. And it's an important distinction we all need to know. A story has a beginning, middle, and end. A narrative actually is open-ended. A narrative is the American dream. The narrative is self-driving cars. A narrative is universal income. So a narrative is the big idea. Now, within that big idea, you might have lots of stories that illustrate it, that support it, that bring it to life. But one of the big mistakes that people make when they start doing this storytelling stuff is they just think about stories. And if you start thinking just stories with a beginning, middle, and end, if you tell a story that has a beginning, middle, and end, guess what? The story's over. There's nowhere for the story to go. And what often happens is people present a big vision. People present their strategy and they wrap it up in a pretty little bow with a predicated ending. And this is why we're so suspicious. We go, okay, well, you've got it all figured out. Fine. Why don't you go do it? What do you need me for? And usually you're aiming to solve not an easy problem, but a complex problem. And your audience is usually complicit, if not responsible for that problem. So you've made them wrong, bad, or stupid. You've said you have the answer. And then you wonder why they're not bought in and engaged to execute on the solution. You have to unbox your thinking, right? Like instead of thinking in the box, you got to think like a circle. Like you got to actually step out of the old frame that you were in and basically present a completely new narrative that supplants the old one, but has room for the old one. So it's helping people sort of rationalize the dilemmas that you as a leader have to make in service to the greater whole. And you'll be amazed when you start doing that. Again, the benefit of the doubt people will start giving you. People will sort of go beyond the limited silos of where they're stuck, where they're living, and they'll start seeing the bigger picture.